everyone, welcome back. Yes, we are working with Canva and we are going to be showing you how to create Facebook stories today. Now, Canva does offer 30-day free trial for the Pro series, so you can try all of the features that they have to offer without committing to a plan. If you need a description, that description is down below. And so don't forget to subscribe and drop a comment and let us know what you would like to see in our upcoming videos. Alright, so as you already know from our previous videos, you would create either a design here in the upper right hand corner, or you would actually follow with templates. Since we're doing social media, and go to the templates, come down, you will see social media, and then you'll see Instagram stories, Facebook posts, Facebook's covers, right? YouTube as well, and this is where you're going to find that as well. So Facebook covers, we're going to do a Facebook cover, not stories but covers. Alright, and this is going to allow you to have all of the templates. So when you're looking here, you can create it exactly from a blank Facebook cover. Or if you'd like, you can go just straight to a color as well, right here as you see color. Alright, and coming down, we can select something of the nature, what we would like. So right now, it is in the middle of August, so everybody loves Halloween. So August, September, right? So we can have this choice right here. Springtime, this is a wonderful picture. We can click on this. And let's say if you're not too sure, you can just click the heart and that heart will actually save it. And you're going to find that later on to save in the settings. All right. So, being that it is autumn, I think it would be really cool to kind of make an autumn cover. So I'm going to select this one and let's look. And so when you click on it, it's going to give you kind of a preview, if you would. And it's going to show you exactly that background, right? So this is a cover, and we can customize the template. Let's see, it's been saved 9 times. So based on how many times that this one's been saved, you can kind of already guess it. Oh, it's pretty popular, right? So customize this template, and it takes just the shakes of a lamb's tail to load. And here we go. And we're going to have all of our features loaded into one. Alright, so I want to start from the very beginning here. So we just have the basic template. And I can animate this. How do I want to animate it? So how does it want to show up? We can do it like a breath, right? And you can see that it's kind of like zooming in, right? So I will do that with a breath. And I'm going to double click and select, right? When we're coming down, you can see notes. That's what notes you're making exactly on the template. Like, okay, well, we're going to do this, especially if you're sharing between team members, right? The time in between, the timing that it has, you can create it longer or shorter as well. I'm going to give it about 9.5 to 10 seconds, right there. All right, now we have. If you like it already, you can go ahead and share it as well, and you can download it. And clicking on the 3 horizontal dots, you can share the link, present, and record, or you can share it to Instagram too. So not only is this a Facebook cover, but you can also share it to Instagram if you would like as well. So it's really great. If you would like one more, you can actually add a page too. The same, just like you would do with a Facebook post or the Instagram post or stories as well. You can just add another page. I'm going to leave this one blank because maybe we decide later on. Right. Embed. Let's see. When you come to embed, we can actually, do like Giphy Cat, Google Maps, Spotify. Right. We already went over some of this information to Typeform. So this is just an example of what it would look like. Again, I'll kind of go over that with you. And well, this is on this page because we selected, but now let me delete. Let's come back and select this page. Now I'm going to go to YouTube, and it will just show up here, right? And this is what it would look like, right? But technically, what you would do is you would actually copy that URL or the web link right here and paste web link here, and then it would add it to the design, and so that way you can have it. So, of course, it's going to show up big. Most things do show big when you do. If you notice, even some of the graphics, some of the elements that you choose, they kind of show up really huge. So just click on it once, and then it has the little corner dots. And you would just like make it small or big or however you want, right? So you can have it kind of like this. Now, it's such a beautiful picture. I wouldn't do this, but it's your choice, right? Now, let's see. We have an autumn theme. Let's jump to a text. Right, we've seen like welcome autumn, right? This is the recently used. You're going to find the recently used of everything that you've already kind of used before, right? So you can kind of find them all here. Going back to text, right? I'm going to exit out. And of course, like font combinations, and you can continue to scroll down and you're going to have all of the different ones as well. Text, I can write it myself, and that's what I want to do. Let's say, but I do want to show you templates for text, right? So autumn, we couldn't find anything. Let's say fall, right? Nothing here too, but I want to add a heading, and I'm going to exit this for now, and I'm just going to select, and I'm going to move it here so you can see the little, I guess you would call it like a compass. Just click and drag, and you can drop it. Now I'm going to click once, and I'm going to highlight. And I am going to delete. And let's see, autumn is finally here. And I'm going to scroll over, and it's going to be hard for this background. So of course I want to change the color right here. There we go, and I'm going to make it white, or we can do like a dark orange or something. But again, because of the color of the background of the picture that we have, it's going to kind of be a little hard, right, to kind of see. So we don't want to do that. So like yellow, orange, right, black is pretty bad for this one. So I'm going to leave it at white. I'm going to make it italic, right, and you can see that you can do it here. And I'm going to change the font. And so just hovering over the font or selecting the font, it will change. Now, I think that's super cool here. This one, especially for autumn. Again, it's like what I think, but you can be the judge for yourself. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. All right, and here we go. And let's see, and we're going to move it in the center. And we're going to highlight, right? And there we go. Now I can make the effect for it as well. I can make it like neon white. Again, you've seen me use neon pretty often. Or I can use like glitch, right? We can also do offset as well. And you can see what offset does. It kind of makes that color a little weird, right? And we're going to make this about 49 in the direction of that offset. And there you go, and you can see. All right. Now, let's see. Now, when we click on it, you can see the difference. Like when I click on the picture, and then when I click on the text, see the different things opening up. This is what you have. That's the effects. Now, to animate what the text is actually doing, right? And I can do the bounce, which actually goes really good with the breath, or I think so. Or you can do the burst too. The bounce, right? Typewriter, the roll, and you have skate, pan, fade, breath again, rise, tumble. You have a lot of choices, a lot of choices. And when you see the actual crown, it means it's pro, and that's what's cool. Because when you have that, when you have the 30-day trial for the Pro Series, you can really do it. And I promise you, once you really try it for 30 days and you're creating some, you're going to want to pay for it because there's so many different things you can do. So these are what all of them look like. Scrapbook, pop, pan, drift. There's a couple of that I like. I like skate, for example. And I like drift as well. Whereas my drift here, especially when when something's coming in and it's moving off to the side, it just makes it pretty cool here. So I'm going to do drift for mine. All right, and there we go. All right, now when we come to styles, this is the color themes. Think of it exactly as the color themes. So get designs made faster. This is what's going to really save you a lot of time. So especially if you have a particular style or design, this is where you're going to go. So all of these colors is like how it's going to be for your fonts, how it's going to be for your colors of those fonts, or the headlines, even the text. You're going to have all of that, and that's what these mean. And you can see this is actually the font here and the colors of those. So it's just a template for colors to have. So when you're typing, it already has it for you, right? That's everything together, and you can go straight to colors. And this is what I selected before in previous videos, but it did save, like the red and the blue. And the fonts, and you can do this, create your own style for the fonts as well. And so when you're creating a new one, say, hey, look, I created that, I like that style. Now I'm going to do an Instagram, or I'm going to create a coffee cup, but I like that same style. You can just come here and click on this, click on these selected ones that you have, and they will just show up, and all you do is type and just move it around and play with it, right? And so it keeps it pretty cool. All right, audio. Audio, of course, we can pin audio for this, and you can see that there are little tags, if you would. Advertising, happy instruments, instrumental, flowers, epic, piano, right? Audio, happy birthday, club, natural, or nature. We can go to nature. Let's see. We can just select one of these, right? Pop, romantic, and you can see like acoustic, small emotions, right? Film. Acoustic again, and it's going to give you those as well. Rain dance, right? Let's see, rain dance, acoustic. I'm going to select this one, and what you select is actually just going to pop up right here. And if you want to change it, it will just click on the new one, and it will change it here, so you don't have to like delete anything. So rain dance. All right, and I've already showed you embed here again. Let's go back to the elements. And I'm going to say fall again, just to see if anything pops up. And here we go, fall, perfect, right? So we can kind of decorate here. This is everything to do with fall. Unfortunately, that's like, like fall, right? But we can choose something else. So I can choose a pumpkin, and I can just drag and drop. Again, as I said, it makes it very big when we have it, but we can kind of make it a little small, right? There we go. And now that I've created like one, I want to like put them at the bottom. And I'm just going to right click. And once you right click as well, you can go to like copy as well. And you can copy. And when you come here and you do paste, it's not going to let us do it this way. All right. So that's fine. But what we do have is we can just take and drag and drop as well and make the same size. Right, and I'm going to show you something too, like say I want to make like 3 pumpkins. I'm going to show you how to do that too, right now. And looks like a little bit smaller, should be. Okay, perfect. Okay, now for example, if I want to create 3 of them, as I said, right, I can do this, and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to move it here, and you can see it covers up that one, right? Now, when I click on this one, I can actually right-click, and I can send it forward. Bring it forward. Do you see how I done that? I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, and I'm going to make another pumpkin, and I'm going to make it just a tad smaller, and I'm going to put it right here. Now, I've completely created now with my pumpkins, right? And I'm going to move it like this, just a taste. All right, and so I created a couple of pumpkins here, just in the corner. So when I moved the background, and that's how we actually created like multiple pumpkins, and you can see that you can move it to the front and to the back, right, as well. Now, what about leaves? We can take this leaf and we can do this, and let's see, I want to bring it to the back, right here to kind of cover that up. And I'm going to send it backwards. And I'm going to send it backwards again. Let's send it to the back. Oh, too far back. Right, okay. So right click again and bring it forward. Let's see. Bring it forward. There we go. All right, now I'm going to move this and align it just right. All right, and stretch that on up and bring this forward too. Let's see, this and bring it forward, and we'll bring that back down. All right, so selecting, and we're going to stretch it out. There we go. And bring that here. Now I have this going for me as well. And let's see, when I select on it, you can kind of move it this way, right? And you can also leave it the same. And when I select on this, you can see that I have flip option. I can flip it horizontal, or I can flip it vertical. Flip it horizontal, flip it vertical, right? The same, and you can move it around, right? So let's say now I have another one. I can drag, drop, make a little bit smaller, and I'm going to flip it before I send it. So I'm going to flip it horizontal, and I'm going to put it right here, about where I would want it, and I'm going to send it backwards, and send it backwards again. So you'll just click on it until it sends it this way. And you can rotate them in this kind of way too. So there we go. Now we have the design for the fall as well. Now this is the magic recommendations, and it shows that they're moving, so it's pretty cool that way. And you don't have to have them, but you can also do different ones as well. I think they're cool in that way, so that's why I have them there. Now when I select on it, I can actually animate them too. So how it's going to really show up, right? Pretty cool. And I'm going to select. And what about this one? I can have it do this as well, and the bat pumpkin, and I'll do fade. And you can see that they're actually moving in that way, and he'll move back too. And I'm going to make him just a little bit bigger, and there you can go. You can see how we're really making that really custom, right? So we're doing everything here, and you see how it's really kind of pulling up. So it's really great. It's really fun to do with these. When we come back to elements, we're still in our fall, right? And you can kind of scroll down and really see what we have. So this is just fall. So imagine what you can really do with all of the other elements for birthdays, for Christmas, right? You can really have a lot of fun with them. And a lot of the elements, especially when they're combined together, you can delete different parts of them to really pull out one specific thing that you want. Like even for these, let's say I would just want one, not two, I can actually just delete that, and I'll show you how to do that right now. Oh, it's kind of hard to see. All right, so not a very good choice there. And here's some here. Let's see. Aha. So we can put this on the top. That's really good. Let's really bring in the top of the page too, with a little bit of movement. Same kind of style here. And I'm going to rotate. Maybe I want to keep it like this. And we are going to make it just a little smaller. And I'm going to put it right about right here, right? And it looks pretty cool. And make it a little smaller. And there we go. Now we have this as well, and to duplicate the page you can right here as well. All right, now I want another one of the same, and I'm going to make it smaller. And I'm going to make it almost the same way, and then I'm just going to flip it. And that's how I'm going to have it the same design. Flip horizontal. There we go, or vertical, I'm sorry. And I'm going to make it small to be about the same size here. And I'm going to bring it up, and it still needs to be a little bit smaller, right? And I can bring in and kind of make it the same. And that's how you're going to kind of create this design to it as well. And there we go. That's about right. Okay, and let's see. Now, what about animate? I want to animate this, and we can have that one with flip or rise, and I can put this with rise too, and they'll come up together, kind of the same. And it will come back. And now you can kind of see that we have fully created a Facebook cover with the, make that a little bit bigger, and you can see the 163. Kind of hard here to kind of catch it about the same. and we can bring it down the same. All right, well, 165. Let's see if we can make this one 165. Very hard to kind of catch it, but that's, I mean, it's not too much of a difference, right? All right, so this is how we're creating the fall here. Pretty cool, right? This is what we have. Let's see, what else should we do? We have the music, right? And we have the full design. All right, and there we go. And that is our Facebook cover. So you can put this on your cover and it'll come and it will be animated and you have something fully custom that nobody else has. All right, guys, that is all. Except for the point that if you want to download it, you can download it here, or you can go ahead and share, and you can share this with other people. And here, when you click on the 3 horizontal dots here, you can share the link again too, or you can go ahead and do for your Instagram or your Facebook page. So either way, you have everything ready. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is the Facebook covers, and be sure to subscribe and follow us and catch all of the videos with tips and tricks with Canva. All right, see you soon.